there is this dryness I face. The dryness I talk about is of the mind. And when this dryness accompanied by tiredness approaches my mind, like a gust of emotion because of the Trying Times Country song I sing, it breaks in the ears of my consciousness, a reminder that I'm a Nigerian, with the natural attributes of being extremely religious, extremely democratic, and extremely savage. Trust me, I can handle those extremes like I do Twitter. What I can't handle is, ever since I got that change I didn't deserve, every time I pick up a book to read, I see the names of different nightmares drifting like a balloon on every letter, and each time I try to pronounce the letters I put together as title, my lips and heart cracks. Because Nigeria used to be the black man's pride, like a bride bent on being her husband's apple in the eyes, until Hamatan came and blew into her dust particles she's still too lazy to wash off. And that certifies a fact that if Nigeria really was a book, there can only be 4 chapters in it. But before we read, we must first wipe off the stains of corruption in the first chapter, tribalism in the second, nepotism in the third, and religious fanaticism in the fourth. Because expecting a dusty book to dust off the dust of ignorance in your mind is a waste of expectation. Check fallacy 202. And if we don't wipe off those stains before reading, we'll become as weak as a creaking old floorboard, waiting to get stepped upon and broken by another full page filled with their propaganda. And every PVC should first save itself from scrap machines before attempting to save us from this political disease. But here's the remedy to such disease. Let's split bodies into 2 to face the 2 common seasons in my country. I don't mean rainfall and sunshine, but looting and lying seasons. Because on and on, that's how it goes. So I got a call last week from a friend overseas, whose mindset is as sharp as a swoon sword that pricks the senses. We got talking over the phone. Then eventually I told him, bro, as Nigeria be so, now only God fit save us. But immediately he countered me saying, hey, not be only God fit save us, so, because even God need us to fit save us from ourselves. Then I deduced that as for now, there can only be 2 best ways to read a book titled Nigeria. First is to wipe off every speck of stains from your eyes. Secondly is to read every damn page slowly with an open mind, but don't attempt to comprehend any freaking thing, because just like the cows those headsmen can't control, we play too much.
Arise, O compatriots. Let's drink from the anthology of our existence, written down in pages of papers. Torn patches glued together as a country, call it 1960. The right to be free and spread our wings like the eagle. We sign with unequal fingers for transparency, yet we have the majority and minority groups unequally yoked. Our old adage is always on repeat after a 4-year tenure. Renewal of service, we say it's election. The land is green, but those at the grassroots know it's not easy. We dig to the other side searching for gold. The cold sends us back home to lay low key. Leadership is of the leaders, by the leaders, and for the leaders. We say it's democracy. This country is an anthology of the stories of the poor, tasting bitter on the tips of their tongues as they cuddle their sons in the survival songs, and sings it to the ears of their daughters too. Still, we call them lazy. The powerful performs miracle signs and wonders of millennial serpents, melodrama, sculpture to reality. We know it's film trick. We can see through the tears in our eyes. Even person where they cry, they see road. We need deliverance from this mountain with fire. There's fire on the mountain, but we refuse to run. They say we are not too young to run. Young bloods who have joined the track knows that old men still outruns to prove that we are too young to run. I ponder why we need a godfather to savage us before we can savage our country. Savage the replies. Shebi, our advantage of social media is only good enough for bank campaign. Ask Twitter. Shebi, our PVC only goes to the bank. You know, right? This is a land of milk and honey. So many are milked and only few gets the honey, only few gets the money. Looks like Ponzi scheme. Solve the puzzle. We become comedians, creating our own happiness. Suffering and smiling. Real tragicomedy. If Nigeria was a book, it would be an anthology of your story, my story, our stories as we march the land of survival, learning to love our complicated neighbors with floods of truth, gradually erasing the tragedy of separation as we flip a new page to rewrite history, because one day it go better.
Okay, let me stay in the middle. All right. Our judges, are you ready for me? Torpedo, Let's have you. For Bwrite. 6. Already. 6. Atilola. 8 equal 7. Okay. For the lady, Torpedo. 8. Already. 7. 8. 7. All right, you can have your seat. Thank you.